Hello, my name's Jana McCurdy. I was born here in Idaho and I spent my childhood growing up in Idaho. And then I went to the University of Idaho where I got my bachelor's degree and master's degree in psychology. I've lived in various places since then: Virginia, St. Louis, Kansas City. Then we moved to Papua New Guinea for 3 years. Lived in northern Idaho and came back here to Boise in 2007. I've been teaching at the College of Western Idaho since 2010. I absolutely love teaching psychology. It's such an interesting subject, and it's also very practical for our daily lives and our professional lives. In this class, it'll be really important for you to pay attention to netiquette, which is having good manners online. You'll want to respect other people, make sure that you take into account that not everybody thinks the same way that you do, and don't be insulted or offended by remarks, and also make sure that you try very hard not to insult or offend other people. Use professional English. That means use complete sentences with correct spelling and grammar, and write your responses in paragraph form. And try to maintain an academic tone. You'll want to read material, reflect on it, and be able to share that in an academic way. In order to succeed in this class, or in any class, it's very important to have good time management. Set aside time each week that you can devote just to this class, and put it on your schedule just as though you had a face-to-face class. You'll want to focus on what you're reading and learning about. Make sure that the television and family members and friends and your phone and computer aren't vying for your attention and taking away your attention from what you're studying. And then make sure that you use the available resources. I'll give you questions to consider, or study guides, videos to watch, PowerPoints or documents to download and review, and those will help you as you're learning the material. And then also make sure that you take advantage of the College of Western Idaho's resources. We have student services and tutoring. We have a writing lab. All of those will help you tremendously as you are doing your assignments and learning the material. And finally, I want to encourage you not to compare yourself to other students. You might hear somebody exaggerating or boasting about how little effort they put into an assignment, or how high a grade they received. Don't compare yourself to them, because you're a unique individual and you might require more time and more thought as you're learning the material. And also, don't deflate other students by boasting about how easy something is to you, because that might have been a difficult assignment for them. And finally, I want you to celebrate your successes. As you're going through the material, if you do well on an assignment, or you really understand something and you feel like you're making gains in your education, celebrate that. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a reward. Don't always focus on the points that you lose, or the parts that are difficult for you. I wanted to share a little story. When I was in junior high, I brought home a report card that had a D on it. I'd never gotten a D before, and education was very important to my parents. And I had gotten a D in band. I was having trouble learning to play the clarinet. When I handed my report card to my father, I was very nervous about what kind of punishment I might get, or what his reaction would be, or if he was going to scold me or yell at me. And he looked at my report card for a very long time, and I could tell that he was studying each subject and each grade. And then he said that it looks like you've worked very hard. You have a lot of A's and B's. And he didn't say anything else. And I always really appreciated that about my dad, that he did not make me feel any worse than I already did. And I knew that he had high expectations, and he knew that I had high expectations for myself. And so as I've gone through life, I've always tried very hard to celebrate my successes and not let my disappointments discourage me. So I hope that you're able to do that as well, and keep your eyes on the goals that you're trying to achieve, each class and the degree that you're trying to earn, and reward yourself as you make gains towards achieving those goals. So I look forward to getting to know you, and I hope that you enjoy this class.